Aladdin's cave, and it is an Aladdin's cave. This is an extraordinary auction because most of the time we sell things at Sotheby's. You bid for what you want and you get what you paid for, but what you get is exactly what was on offer. Here, some of these lots, the limit to what you get is your imagination and frankly your dimensions, because we're selling suits to be made from fabrics that are long past their ability to achieve. We are selling objects created for Pierre that can be customized for you. It's amazing. You can take a man the shape of Pierre and turn him into a man the shape of me. This is a new and retrograde type of cosmetic surgery. We have things that reveal Pierre's sporting interests, like this incredible paddleboard that you can imagine crossing the Atlantic on. Or you can have an electric bike, which I would perhaps be more comfortable riding with a cigar and an ashtray. You have this incredible Harley Davidson, which, you know, frankly, no parking warden is going to touch you. You have, I mean, the range of what you might call gentlemen's aspirational accessories is second to none here. And the great thing about this sale is it is live for Father's Day. So if you have a father, or if you would like a better one, this is the place to come. So it's been a real pleasure for Sotheby's to work with Pierre. It's been a challenging process because normally, you know, an auction house is where people bring things they don't want. In this case, we have had to prize things from Pierre while his back was turned, because these are the things he does want. These are the things that he feels are, you know, really enhancing to life. And so we hope that the people who will be buying these things will have a massively enhanced life from them. So Pierre, can I pass over to you? You can maybe tell people a few of your favourite things and what it is that's driving you to do this.
Thank you, Harry, and thanks everybody for coming, and thanks for the whole Sotheby's team, especially these two guys here, Ash and Marco, who have done an amazing job putting all this together with us, plus my whole team at Huntsman. When Sotheby's asked me to do that, I felt way too self-conscious of it. This is just not what I want to do. But having said that, I started then thinking about what if I was a huntsman? What if I was looking at what all clients have been sort of liking, doing, living their lifestyle, bespoke lifestyle? What is it that could be interesting to produce? And we started sort of putting together a few things, and before you know, we're sort of getting quite a lot of different possibilities. And then what we did is that we had to go to, okay, what either exists in our collection, either my collection or some of the Huntsman, like, you know, like Gregory Peckson gave us some memorabilia from his father that we could auction, and that we represent Huntsmans very well. And then we start working with a lot of craftsmen, so I can't remember how many different people we had, from really great leather makers or watchmakers or bike makers, bicycle makers, skis. We started thinking, okay, can you take on the challenge? Can you make this something that's a Huntsman product? And so we kind of shared our bespoke DNA and see how far they could take it. And I love there's a lot that's not here right now, but that is going to be auctions that we've created with pictures of Burning Man. One of them is called I've Got Dust in Curious Places. And we were inspired by that to basically put tweed in curious places. And so you've got tweed on that paddleboard. It's also got a stash where you can, it's called bootlegger. That's where you can hide, you know, something to enjoy the paddleboarding more than usual. But we also put tweed on a dartboard because we love dart. Everybody loves dart, but it's always kind of a ghastly sort of item in any interior decoration. And then we put tweed in a lot of other places. We put tweed on these bespoke skis that somebody from London is doing. So we really love the process of creating, inspired by Huntsman, which have been extraordinary people. I mean, when you see the ledger of people who have commissioned Huntsman to do bespoke this or bespoke that. And we want to also show it can be totally different than what you expect. Harry mentioned these suiting lengths, which I think is really interesting because we went to our mills. The big mills we're working with, including the one that's probably the original of the tweed. And so simply get from your archives the last piece of some very interesting fabric, and we're auctioning 2 here, plus 2 new modern ones, very special. And I love the idea that, you know, someone is going to be able to get the last piece of a Lovett Mill tweed that was done 100 years ago and we got from their archives. I thought that's really cool. There's a lot of different lots. I think we got carried away and we got like 80 something. Now I can think of another 50. Not now, but for in a couple of years. But what I think was fun is also there's a couple of lots that mix a lot of the Huntsman. For instance, if you take the lot which is the sleepover in the Kingsman fitting room, which is where Matthew Vaughn got the movie created. He was probably old tailor were a bit slow to do the fitting, so he was sort of thinking about what happens if I turn the coat hangers and that disappear in the cellar, and that's how it started. You can do a sleepover in that room, and with your son or father or daughter, whatever combination, and then you will do that in cashmere sleeping bag, which I had made for the dorm for the kids in our country house. Yes, they spoiled. And then we've got another Huntsman client who, Charlotte Stockdale, who's a great designer. She's got this business called Chaos, so we've asked her to do the monogram of the sleeping bag for the lot, where you're going to be sleeping over, and your party bag is a 2 cashmere sleeping bag with your monogram. And Charlotte and Daisy Natpool, who's here, share quite an interesting combination with that. These two have been singled out as wearing tails very well, and Charlotte wore it for being the best man at a wedding made by us, and then Daisy managed to persuade Royal Ascot to make sure that she could wear tails at Ascot. And the reason why I'm saying that is that based on her appearance at Ascot, which people were kind of shocked by, but realized that the rules are fine for wearing trousers. You can't wear short skirts at Ascot, but you can wear trousers. That Reebok actually saw that, and they called us and said, we want to do something with you. And so you see one of the lot, which is a pair of shoes signed by Brandon Cook, who's a great NFL athlete, is actually made with a fabric, and Reebok asked us to do a bespoke suit for this NFL guy in that fabric. The pictures are embargoed till this afternoon, and they're going to be released this afternoon. But you've got the shoes there, and it's quite extraordinary. You see the magic of bespoke, how this huge NFL athlete looks in a bespoke suit of 3 colors. It's remarkable. But I'll finish with that. I think that's a good sort of point about Huntsman, which inspired me, is that it's been contemporary since 1849, so that's why you see an 1849 logo in a lot of places. That's when the business was started as a breech maker for the Queen, and then it continued to be contemporary every time. We got inspired by one of the board members here and patrons of the art, the Devonshire, the Dukes of Devonshire family, we helped producing a beautiful Sothebys documentary last year about 500 years of contemporary collecting. And it's that philosophy of heritage can be modern. And this is what Huntsman is all about. You can have that in a lot of different ways. I would, for those, and if the gentleman can turn it around again, the Mark Newson hourglass. Don't miss that hourglass. It's one of the most, I love that piece. I've been looking at it like nearly every day for a couple of years I've had it. So Mark, for whom we designed a bespoke driving suit for the Mille, which he was wearing this weekend in the race. He's designed that hourglass. You can see the genius of the guy, where something so simple, which reminds us of the purity of a Huntsman code, but it's so simple and so beautiful at the same time. It's quite magical. So if you look at it, there's a million little gold-coated metallic balls in it. When they fall, they make really, it's very, very special. So that's one of the additional. I think I'll stop there.
But I mean,
otherwise I can't talk about every lot.
The problem here is that I know if you start talking about something for too long, you're going to want to keep it.
Yeah.
That's not allowed, I'm afraid, because they're all for sale. But thank you for putting this together. Thank you for your, fact you've responded to a challenge with actually going out to people like Mark Newson and people like Harley Davidson and some of these craftsmen who you work with, and sort of made them come up with something that is entirely, obviously goes back and gives that 170-year heritage.
That was interesting. Charlie Stockwell was a great custom guy who was on the King's Road. He came to the shop a couple of times, watched the tailors, and so said, okay, I want to put the tweed, I want to do some of the metal work, like some of the metal, the stitches on a bespoke base. And so it was really for him inspiring himself to do that. It's very different from every other commission he's making.
Well, is there anyone who'd like to ask either Pierre or myself any questions about anything that we can help with? Other than where the smashed avocados behind you on the tray. Anybody? It's an online sale, but you needn't you don't have to send us messages online. You can. So the way it works is it's great. It's a sale where there is no buyer's premium. So what you bid is what you pay. And obviously all the lots are here. We are expecting stiff competition for some things, but what's I think going to be really interesting for Pierre as well as for us is to see what things people respond to and how that informs what you see as the market that you're in and the market that we're in, which is obviously Sotheby's. We mostly sell paintings and furniture and works of art. For us to sell experiences so much is different. And I think you'll see the pieces that do best will maybe give you a better understanding of what actually attracts and captivates people about the Huntsman legacy applied to the modern day. It's been great fun to work. Hello.
What do you think will do best?
Well, in pure financial terms, this is one of those sales where big is beautiful. So frankly, you're standing next to the biggest lot. My personal feeling is I think that in terms of percentage, you will find that some of the smaller things like the cufflinks, those wonderful spider cufflinks designed by James de Givenchy, might multiply their estimates. And I think that actually what you might find is that something that has a sort of redolence for the film world, such as this tangerine dream jacket, which I've already got a picture of a Formula One racing driver winner wearing in the tent at Cheltenham with an expression of silly love on his face, clutching a glass of champagne, and I'm pretty certain we're going to have a bit of a kick on for that. Beyond that, for me, what is so attractive about this is that if you have a contemporary collection, things from here will look at home in it, and if you have a stately home, things from here will look at home in it. This really does bridge the enormous gap between money and